Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Jackie and I've got another Lunar Rosie inspired junk journal to share with you today. This one is similar to the previous one. It's a little less full and a little less tabs etc on the side. I wanted this one to be a bit neater. I have used some beads and a little charm here. And I've also used my other piece of quilt fabric from my friend Carol. Thank you, Carol. And as you can see, I've done exactly the same. I've just stitched it and left it as it is, really, just the fabric. I've used another piece of card from cigarette card album. And I've used a variegated thread in this one just for a change. This one is a bit blue, a bit more blue and pink with touches of green. So inside we've got a pocket made from my Porch Prints digital. This is Stamperia paper. I've done a collage pocket here with vintage book page and book pages. And this is a faux alterations tag. This is the end paper out of an Edith Holden book, and I liked the dark brown with the pink and green, and I've just done a couple of eyelets up here with some sari ribbon. And then in this collage tuck, I've got a postcard from Mrs. Cogg's new collection, and a vintage 1928 photograph there, two bridesmaids. This is, oh, if I can get that off, this is a little flip out, it's a corner tuck, and this is from a vintage Alice in Wonderland book, and I put that on the back of one of Mrs. Cogg's postcards, a bit of sari silk up here. And then this little glassine bag just flips out. This is the bride and groom that I think goes with the bridesmaids here. This is from a 1922 the Methodist Church in Southam, which is the town where I live. I have no idea where that came from. My friend gave me that. Didn't even know there was a Methodist church in here at one time, but anyway, to research that a bit. So that's just clipped in with that paper clip. And then on this side, this is scrapbook paper. On this side, I've just torn an image from an old encyclopedia. We've got a tag from the old design shop. That's Julie's new collection. And some fabric up here just to give a little bit more interest. This is from a bird book. Got another collage here, scrapbook paper and encyclopedia paper, tea dyed. This is an old envelope that I've opened out. It had a tissue lining and I've just put a fabric snippet on there. It's from somebody in France. This is from a book about buildings and architecture, an old book. I've edged this sort of ledger sheet, this is quite old as well, with some of that fabric. This is a double pocket and I've got some Tim Holtz children on there. I think they might be dressed for Halloween. Tracy Fox label. This is 1970 or 1870, sorry, I think that's 1870. Bank. Credit is £600 on June the 6th, 1870, for the National Provincial Bank of England. I don't know where that came from, but that was in my stash. I probably bought it in a collection of ephemera. These are just fussy cut flowers. I liked the way they popped out and toned with that. This is an old letter. This is just a little bit of collage. This is an airmail letter. I'm not sure of the date of that one. I think it's the 1970s, that one. And I've put one of the Tim Holtz people in there. I really liked her quirky sense of style, or whatever she was doing on that day. This is a bit of ledger paper. This is the cover of a music, some music paper, violin paper. That's just on cards, a bit more of that fabric. Edith Holden. A corner tuck here, and this is an 1869. I think these are original. I think they're original. I know I bought a whole pack of stuff, and I think it was sold to me as original. This is some book page that I've stuck over the Stamperia paper. I think it probably was the cover or the back, so it wasn't usable, and I've just collaged that on to give it a bit more interest. This is the centre, and there's some beads there which you can have over the top or the bottom. We've got a pocket here with another of Mrs. Cogg's new journal cards. This is from a book page. Oh, that's what was on the other side. Some labels that you cut out, so I covered those on the other side. This is a top tuck. This is from My Porch Prints, and this is an 1889 bank cheque. And again, it's the National Provincial Bank of England, and this is the Hereford branch. There's a little bit of embossing there, so that's quite nice, and the colours all fitted in. On this side we've got fabric pocket, the 1926 postcard from Westcliff-on-Sea. Here I've done, on the pocket the other side, I've done just a simple embossed tag, and again another of those receipts, 1870 something. It's a bit faded. As I say, these were sold to me as original, so that's what I'm saying they are. The other side of the airmail letter, and we've got a postcard in there, and that's written on. I can't read that, could be 23. Tiny, tiny writing. It's to somebody called Elsa Slater in London. Got some sari silk trim at the top here, and a vintage postcard on this side. That one's got a stamp on, no date again, and that's French, that one. And on this side I've got a library card and an old design shop faux tag. The other side of the book page. Still quite a lot in this journal. I didn't realise I'd put so much in. Yep. The other side of the envelope. This is another envelope that I've altered slightly, coloured pink. This has got a postcard in. And that's got no stamp, but it is written. Sorry, making a meal of that. This I've seen done by several people. Mrs. Cogg has done this, definitely, and I have seen it done. I think the first person I saw do this, or something similar to this, Beth Wallen and Susie from what's she called, Shabby something. Anyway, she's excellent. And I've just popped a little cameo charm on the bottom of that, and that's the back. So So thank you very much for watching. I hope you like these. I'll probably be doing more of this type of journal. I really like the eclectic nature of them, and they're shabby without being too shabby, which suits me. So thank you, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.